All right, so this week we'll be focusing on parts 1 and 2 of our definition report, which we introduced last week and we started the research on. So this week you'll be continuing your research. So to help you with that, I've created a tool that I want you to download from your Canvas account. And you may have to actually create this. I've saved it or sent it to you as like a PDF chart. But basically it's a way for you to go back now that you've gathered some sources and start looking through the sources to see how and in what ways they're answering the question. So remember, as we're moving forward, these are researched papers, which means you're going to be creating citations for the information that you find from outside sources. So if you take a look at the chart, and again, I've made it colorful, you don't need to do that, but just so you're kind of aware of how it looks. I took a series of the questions that we've been using, to help you with research, and those are listed here. So like, you'll look at the resource that you found. Let's say I found something from the Pew Resource Center. I'm going to put the name of the character or the name of the author, or if I want, or I can put the title. Okay. Now I should turn those into hyperlinks. One, to practice doing hyperlinks, but two, I want to be able to get back to that source as quickly as I can. Okay. So I would be looking, say in this first one, maybe I found a source that identified for me particular businesses that are involved in my topic or have some kind of influence on the topic. So I take that source, I found it here, and then right here I'm going to describe what I found. Okay. It might be simply if I found something I can copy and paste from the website, like a piece of data, a small chart, I might do that. I might use my screenshot capture skills and put that picture there. So this chart may begin to expand a little bit for you. And so the idea is that you have this one central location, this hub, where you can now write your report. So putting this chart together is going to require you to do some work, okay? But it's also going to require you to take a look at a little more deeply at your sources, okay? So if you notice, I also have one set up for the history of the topic, and I'll be addressing the infographic probably on Wednesday of the week. Just talk a little bit. I want to give you a couple of days to get your research and get the who's affected stuff done. I will also be showing you examples of how this works, okay? All right, so let's go over to the assignment itself, okay? And this is what you'll see appears in Canvas, okay? This will be due right now. I tentatively have it set to come in Sunday evening or early Monday morning. Not this week, next week, okay? And the idea behind this is that you're going to be creating a Google Doc that follows the MLA guidelines, so double-spaced, the heading, the header, okay, that appears on each page. You're also going to be creating a works cited. That's our first bibliography. I will give you some explanation about how that works, so don't worry about that just yet. Okay, you're gathering the sources, you're hyperlinking them right now. And then you see the list of questions that we've been asking you to consider throughout it. Okay, now it's not necessary that all of these be answered. What I'm going to ask you to do is identify 4 specific individuals or groups, okay, that are affected and explain how they are affected by the topic or the issue. Okay. All right, I'll be providing you an example with this as well. Now, the second part of the assignment involves you doing an infographic. Okay. An infographic is simply like a poster that has a mixture of text, a mixture of hyperlinks, a mixture of data, a mixture of pictures that gives information. And what we're going to be doing is creating a timeline, okay? A timeline of the history of the major people, events, laws, court cases, anything that's related within your topic. You're going to create a timeline of historical pictures and information about it. And again, I will give you an example of this a bit later in the week. All right, so that's the setup for the week. It's a big work week for us. We're doing researching, and then we're starting to kind of delve into that research and start to form our papers.